that quick. I was mucking around with it and suddenly it went live. And I'm like, that's really embarrassing because I was swearing in the screen. Hang on a minute. Let me just get it level because I wasn't ready. Oh, it's all fun, isn't it? It's all fun. So basically, I had a few issues with the going horizontal. Tim had the same problem when he was doing his live on Coastal Adventures the other day. It's weird, like it is like a bit of a glitch with YouTube at the moment. So basically you set up the live, and basically I've been setting up these coffee mornings for such a long time. I know what I'm doing with it, and I didn't in the early days. I used to have problems, but you know, it's usually fine. And it's got this glitch where you have to look at that.
So I don't know, what do I do if they come back and say we can tow it for you today? It still means
Well, he's got car problems. Go on. Well, if they can tow it, let's get on the phone to Granny and see what she thinks about her mechanic. Yeah. I don't think anybody knew I was live, so we're discussing, like, honestly, right, we've had car problems. I swear, other than Tim, everyone in our family has had car issues. Oh, touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. Holly's car has broken down in the middle of nowhere and she needs to arrange to get it towed away. My car is battered. You're going to find out about my car in tomorrow night's vlog, and I sort of give you a bit of a lowdown what's going on with it, but it's still not quite right and it's still not good. And yeah, there's an ongoing issue with mine at the moment. And who else got car problems? Ryan's mum's got car problems. Her battery completely died the other day. She had to be towed away. It's always like these things, they do come in threes, don't they? It never rains but it pours. Oh yeah, and my dad said his car's got to go in the garage as well. So it's just one of those months, I'd say week, but these car issues have been going on for longer than weeks. Anyway, what I was saying about the glitch with YouTube, that you set the stream up and then even though you set it to go like horizontal, it wants to film vertically, and even though you're horizontal, it's telling you to rotate the screen when you don't need to rotate the screen. And then if you change it to the other way round, it still tells you to rotate the screen. And it's just like, well, how can I win on this one? Do you know what I mean? I want it horizontal, point blank, and you're not letting me have it horizontal, point blank. So I turn my phone off, turn it back on again, and it's letting me have it horizontal. It's amazing how things get better when you turn your phone on and off, isn't it? Absolutely marvellous. So, anyway, it's summertime. The weather is crap. Like, it feels like, I think it was like this last Monday, actually, come to think of it. But it's weird because we kind of had a heat wave in the week. So this weather at the moment, it's going autumnal, but it's tricking us. And then it gives us a heat wave. And it's just like, I just don't feel geared up. So this is when the colds and all that, they're all going to hit. And it's going to do our heads in. We're all going to be laid up, and you know, we're all going to get ill. And I'm tempting fate again, touch wood. So it's just like catastrophe after catastrophe at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it never rains but it pours. Anyway, I am going to do some shout outs. Let's see what we've got. Topic of the day. Right. We're going to talk about things that make us happy and what happiness actually is. So we're going to discuss that. It's going to be our little bit of a talking subject today. We're going to talk about things like that. And I'm going to give you Pop's Quote of the Week. I've got Pet of the Week as well. And we'll talk about the last vlog that went up. I'm going to talk about the latest vlog that's going up tomorrow as well. Yeah, so anyway, honestly, at the moment, right, this kitchen smells like bacon. Not because I've been baking, because I haven't. I've been living off takeaway food for blooming ages, but it's because of the gigs. When you've got gigs, it's convenient, innit? But I have got this air wick. I should have done like a little mini haul on this actually. Someone's very loud. Got this air wick diffuser plug-in, and it's don't know, it's like toffee apple and something else or something like that. Anyway, it's absolutely incredible. And when I'm sat here doing some work, I'm smelling it and I'm just like, oh, that smells so good. It actually smells like some really lush body spray that a woman would wear. So, yeah, I just wanted to fill you in on that, really. So, yeah. Yeah, last night I did that. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Right. Not bacon. Baking. The Norfolk accent does make me sound like I'm saying bacon, so I apologise. Anyway, we have got, hang on, we've got some milestones that have come up here. Ryan Tune has been a channel member for 4 months. Ryan, hasn't that gone really quick? Ryan says, brilliant live stream, absolutely amazing YouTube channel, Gabby. I can't believe I've been a Super Louder member for 4 months. Absolutely awesome. Oh, Ryan, that's so sweet to say that. Thank you so much for your support. But I really feel like it was yesterday that you came into the community, because I remember your name suddenly just popping up, and I can't believe that's been 4 months. That's mad. So thank you so much, Ryan, for all your support. I appreciate that. I can't hear myself. I think I'm trying to work in here. Someone shut the bloody door. Anyway, Hayley Marie has been a channel member for 25 months and says, morning, Gabby. You're looking lovely this morning. Hayley, that is so nice. I'm going to big you up for being a channel member and supporting the channel for 25 months. You don't have to say I look nice, but thank you so much. That's really kind to say. I am proud to say, actually, that I have lost some weight. I was, when I was going through, remember when I did the healthy eating vlog? Can you remember? And I was like, can I lose any weight in the space of a week? Was it a week? Did I say a week? I think it was the space of a week. I can't remember anymore, because, my brain is a little bit frazzled. I've been watching the Osbournes at the moment. I've been watching Ozzy Osbourne, and he walks around in a complete daze, doesn't he, the whole time? And that's me. I'm the female version of Ozzy Osbourne. I walk around in a complete and utter daze all the time. I don't know what planet I'm on. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I check my diary and I'm like, oh, I forgot I was doing that. And honestly, I'm just nuts. You ask Nikki Piper. She's one of my friends who's also a moderator on here. And she knows what my brain is like. You ask her and she will confirm what my brain is actually like. So, yeah, shout out. Sorry, Hayley, amazing. 25 months. Love it. There was something else I was saying before that. Wait, so anyway, quickly. See, I jump from subject to subject. I'm just like a rambler. Not a rambler walker, rambler talker. Thanks, Holly. That's just confirmed the piece. She's just shut the door. So, yeah, I've lost weight. When I was doing that vlog on if I could lose weight and everything, I was 9 stone 10. Never been 9 stone 10 in my life, other than when I was pregnant. Devastated. And anyway, I've got my weight down to 9 stone 1 today. So I weighed myself today and I've gone down to 9 stone 1, and I'm just like, boom. I'm nearly back to normal. So I usually hover between 8.5 and 9. And as long as I'm in that bracket, I'm a happy person, because that's how I like to personally look. And I really do feel like I've got my weight down. And I don't know if, to be fair, my weight plummeted because of the hormone drugs when I went through my failed last round of IVF. So I don't know if that's what sort of pumped me with that chubbiness. I don't know. They did say that can happen. But there's no backup to say, do you know what I mean? There's no scientific evidence that having hormone drugs can, or the ones I was taking, should make you put on weight. But I just find it a little bit odd. And again, it could be like a perimenopausal thing. Maybe you're just fluctuating. But either way, I'm down to 9.1. 1 more pound to go and I'm a happy woman. So I'm getting there. I'm really getting there. And it makes me feel so much better, honestly. It's just, I feel like Gabby is back. So anyway, right, come on, let's carry on. I'm going through the milestones and then I'm going to do the shout outs. And we'll get there eventually. Oh, we've made that just right. Not too strong, not too weak. Good man. Right, Craig Cargill has sent in a membership for someone, and Phil Margaret. Hang on, can I say that surname right? Phil Margetson has received the membership. So congratulations to you, Phil, and Craig. Thank you so much for donating that membership. That's a really, really lovely thing to do. I hope you enjoy it, Phil. Robert Smith has been a channel member for 1 month. It says, hi, Gabby and family. Thank you so much for being a channel member for a month. I really, really appreciate that. Big shout out to you, Robert, and thank you for supporting. Really, really do appreciate the support there. I love the fact that you guys are getting these milestones. They're almost like free super chats, aren't they? I love that. Corinne Hennessy, who is hashtag #1 in the ranking. So again, if you're new to the channel and you don't understand what these crowns are all about in the chat, basically, the more frequent like commenter you are, you sort of rank upwards and you get a little crown, and you can be 1, 2, 3, or I don't even know what number it goes up to because it's all very new on YouTube. But anyway, Corinne Hennessy is #1. I assume the rest of your surname is Hennessy because all I can see at the moment is Henness. So I'm assuming that's the rest of it, Corinne. Thank you so much for that. That is so, so kind, Corinne. Hi, Gabby. My birthday today. I'm 60 years young. Lol. I love that. Massive happy birthday to you. I hope that you have an amazing day. And yet 60 is the new 50. I think 60 is still really, really young. I mean, I look at my parents. My parents are like early 70s. And I still look at my parents like they're really youthful. Do you know what I mean? Like, just look at them like normal mum and dad. Like, they're both really like active and doing things and stuff like that. And I don't really see that as, you know, like when you're younger and you see like your grandparents and your granny and your granddad, and they always feel old, don't they? Because they are to you, aren't they? Well, I don't even feel like my parents are now at the stage when I was younger that my granny and granddad were at. Does that make sense? I feel like they were older back then than my parents are now. It feels like that. But my grandparents were probably late 60s. And I was looking at them thinking that they were old, but my parents are older than that now, and I still don't think they're old. It's really weird as you get older how you sort of foresee things. Things just look like completely different, don't they? But happy birthday to you, 60. It's amazing. Enjoy it. Have an amazing day. Big happy birthday wishes in the chat for Corinne. Anyway, right, where are we? I'm trying to get these milestones out. Anyway, we have got with us today, we've got Beverly Marr, we've got Amanda Beach, we've got Anna Tidmarsh, we've got Craig Cargill, we've got Penny, we've got Victoria Scott, Zoe Clark, Barry Coppock, we've got Roger Kangaroo, we've got Anna Tidmarsh. I've said Anna Tidmarsh, yeah, I told you I've got brain problems. We've got Belvedere, we have got Zoe, I've said Zoe Clark, sort it out, Gab. At least I recognise it before I said the rest of the name. Bianca Bay, we've got as well Victoria Scott. Hang on, just working my way through. We've got Boo and me, we've got Eugene McGeever, we've got Lee Davis in the chat, yo. Hang on, Kate Grand is here as well. Alison Jones is here. Roger Boddington. Mr. Cyberheart, Joanne J. Nikki Piper is here. Hiya, Nikki. Anita Fisher. Melis Ann. I think my eyesight might be frazzling a bit. I think over the coffee mornings, over these last few years, my eyes are probably getting a little bit worse. I need to go and get them tested, really, don't I? I've said Barry Coppock. I was working my way through, sorry. It's because the thing is, because I was late starting, I'm going through the chat looking for everybody's names, and I've got the same names because they're having a chat amongst themselves, so I'm sorry. Christopher Goff is here, Deborah Knights. If you get 2 shout outs today, just go with it. Green Kid Dog, Nathan Booth. Definitely said Joanne J. Elizabeth Copland, Vera Poole, Jenny's Diary. Half an hour later. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm skipping through a bit so I can get past the same names, otherwise I keep saying the same ones. Travis Reedy is here as well. Marie Campbell, I'm doing a really bad job on this today. Peter Stratford, Sharon Davis, Lisa Pryor, David Jewelson. I just keep seeing the same names and I keep missing the unique ones. Lee Ransom is here, Jenny Pearson, Jenny's Diary, Peter Chelmsford, Michelle Martin, Bianca Bay, You'll see. Abby Joe Draycott, the Master Goose is in the house. I was going to have a lemon theme today, weren't I? Next week, I forgot. Surprise, surprise, I forgot. Joanne J has been a channel member for 24 months. Get in there, Joanne. Amazing. And Joanne, you're a lovely, lovely person. Like, I've loved having you in the community. It's been so lovely. And she says, I love being a member. I really love having you here, Joanne. Thank you so much. It really does mean the world. Honestly, I feel like I know you guys so well. It's weird, isn't it? I feel like I know you guys well than any of my friends. I haven't really got many outside of YouTube, to be fair. I've only got Maxine and probably Nikki and Fiona as well, and that's about it. The Master Goose has been a channel member for 15 months. Wow. And promoted to moderator. How has this been 15 months already? He says, still the best community on YouTube. Keep up the amazing content, Gabby and Tim. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Neil. I really appreciate your support there. Lisa May Stanbridge, thank you so much for your little emoji. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Let me know how the wedding plans are going, Lisa, because Lisa is engaged to be married. So let us know how you're getting on with that, Lisa. I think I kind of caught up, and a big shout out to all my moderators today that are just giving up their time, you know, when they could be doing something else. I don't know. But thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate all your support. You're amazing. I've got the best mod squad on YouTube. Honestly, cheers to that. Shame that's not Prosecco. But anyway, we're going to talk about happiness and things that make us happy. Hang on, before I move on to that, something that didn't make me happy. Casper fell over. I was going to my gig the other night, and he was at the Rainbow Park. I better not say Rainbow Park too loud, because I'd make a rod for my own back, because then I've got to go, because I don't hear the end of it. I just hear on like repeat, like a record, Rainbow Park, Rainbow Park, Rainbow Park, Rainbow Park, and I'm just like, I can't get any work done at all. And I love taking him to the Rainbow Park, but we go to the Rainbow Park like yesterday, the day before, and it's just like Rainbow Park every single day. But anyway, he was at the Rainbow Park, and I was just about to leave for my gig. It was on Saturday night, and Tim rang me up and said, Casper's fell over and he's gone head first. So he was in like sort of like play area, and it got like a little sports court there as well, and he was playing nicely with some other children and that, but Casper can be a little bit clumsy as well, and he fell over running too fast, because Casper is so fast. It did the same thing on sports day, and he was going so fast that I don't think his legs could actually comprehend how fast he was going, and he went flying. And that is the thing with Casper. He's either going to be a dancer, a singer, or an athlete. Yeah, I've got high hopes for either one of those. I think we will need to place our bets on what we think Casper might become, because I'm promising you now, it's one of those. And when I say athlete, I mean sprinter, like Linford Christie style. He is so fast. Honestly, that could be why I've lost weight, actually, running after Casper in the Rainbow Park. I'm not sure. But he went head first. Not the best place to land, on the front of your face, and his tooth went into the bottom of his lip and cut it bad, and it was bleeding like mad, and he's got as well grazes all down the side of his face, and it's heartbreaking, heartbreaking. And well, I went to go and pick them up, because obviously they'd walked to the Rainbow Park, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna be late for my gig, but Casper comes first no matter what, and I was like, I've got to pick them up, bring them home. So I went and did that, and he was telling me in the car, he was going, a money, a boo-boo, and fell down, and he was trying to tell me, and I was like, oh God, it's horrible. And he looks like he's been beaten up, honestly, and it's just the most horrendous thing. But toddlers, they're still learning, they're a bit clumsy. Casper's more clumsier than any child I think I know, to be honest with you. And that's why it's always so worrying with Casper, because he's just not aware of dangers and stuff. So I've always got to be like a step ahead, and because he's so quick at everything, it's really hard. But obviously I went there, Tim was there, and Tim said it happened really fast, and I was like, just, Tim, just like, don't beat yourself up, because it could have happened with me or, anyone, and bless him, but he's all right. Do you know what I mean? He's all right. I don't think yesterday, although he's got like a cut lip and he's got grazes down here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. I don't think he even remembers it happened anymore. You know what I mean? So, he's absolutely fine in himself. It's just that he's now like healing. So I do feel really bad for him. Alison says, bless him, poor Casper. I don't think any child escapes an accident or two when young. Well, it's part of like the growing up package, isn't it? These things, they do happen. Lisa says, my daughter was the same, always falling over. Yeah. Deborah says, poor Casper, hugs Gabby, Tim, and Little Un. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Craig. Treats for Casper. I will. Thank you. In fact, I'll take him to the Rainbow Park with that. Thank you, Craig. That's so, so kind. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, every time we go to the Rainbow Park, it's like 15 quid every time you go. I mean, I don't have to have coffee when I go to the Rainbow Park, but actually, yes, I do have to have coffee when I go to the Rainbow Park. So that I can't cope with the Rainbow Park without a cup of coffee. So I go to the Rainbow Park. The one we go to is actually quite reasonably priced. So I pay for Casper to go in, and then obviously you've got your petrol to go because it's a little bit out of the way, because we haven't really got many decent Rainbow Parks in our, like when I say Rainbow Parks, I mean soft play, in our actual area. So unless he goes to all the hard stuff and then falls over and injures himself. So yeah, that's great. So then we've got to get there, and then when we're there, we get snacks and stuff like that. And yeah, it does add up, doesn't it? But I don't begrudge it for 1 minute, because at the end of the day, a smile on my child's face is priceless. Which brings us to our topic of the day. What makes people happy? Please get involved in this in the chat, because I really want to divulge into it, because I feel like at the moment, life is very short, and do we all feel like we're doing enough for ourselves to make ourselves happy? Or, are we doing things to, I don't know, are we actually balancing our work life with our things that we want to do? I mean, I'm one of these people that try to work hard, play hard. Are we all kind of doing that? Because, there's people out there that devote their whole lives to working and do nothing but graft, and they're not really getting the pleasure side of life. But then their pleasures could be little innocent things like just watching the TV or having some food when they come in from work, and actually their pleasure in life is their job. So, please get involved and let me know what your little, what's the word I want to use? Your little guilty pleasure actually is. Okay. Marie says, I love watching, but I can't afford to contribute. What, to the channel? Don't be daft. Oh my God. Like, nobody has to contribute towards the channel, Marie. So please don't think under any circumstances that you have to do a super chat. That's just people that like to do that optionally. That's not a required thing to do. So do not worry. Come and chat with Joe and say morning, Gabby, everyone, and everyone in the chat. Alison says, what makes me happy is knowing my adult girls are happy. I think, yeah, children's happiness is so, so important, isn't it? Retro says, have you watched Molly May's recent vlog yesterday? She talked about toddler troubles with biting. No, I haven't seen, I think the last vlog I watched of hers, she was having problems with her little one, because I think there was like a few tantrums, and I think I just remember seeing her little girl being a bit rebellious in the car. Toddlers though, come on, like, it's gonna happen, innit? You got to take the rough with the smooth, like, don't get too stressed about it. And she was like, oh, but I think with Molly May, I'm no counsellor, it's just little bits I've watched. I mean, I know that she's kind of with her partner, but kind of not. So I don't know if they're like in a slow patch up, do you know what I mean? Or something like that. But she did state as well that she had some counselling, because obviously I think she's obviously feeling a bit like she goes through crap times, and it could be because her relationship broke down. So I reckon she's got a lot on her plate probably that a lot of us don't actually see. Do you know what I mean? She's probably juggling a lot. Do you know what I mean? So I think when the baby has a tantrum, it is like the cherry on the cake. So yeah, I can imagine that's quite a stressful thing. Barry, thank you so much. You and Tim's channel make me happy. Oh my God, I love that. Thanks. That is a perfect answer. I know, thank you. I really appreciate that, Barry. That is so kind. We love having you part of the community and love having all of you as part of the community, honestly. We've got 171 people watching this morning. What an amazing community that you've all actually got out of bed and come to watch. Or you're probably watching in bed, actually. I'm not sure. Gabby, why did you miss out on the Maldives? Choice, believe it or not. I could have gone to the Maldives with Tim. If I said to Tim, I want to go to the Maldives, he'd have said, come with me, because Tim likes the company when he travels. But I have to be a bit realistic here. Going to the Maldives for like 2 nights isn't realistic for me. Like, no way am I going to fly all the way to the Maldives, be jet lagged with a toddler, be there 2 nights and come back and be jet lagged again. Hell no. And the weather was a bit like, there was nothing beneficial for me to go to the Maldives. Nah. I've wanted to go to the Maldives probably my whole life. I've always had this beautiful image of being in one of these villas, obviously on stilts in the water and everything being so picture perfect, you know. Not under those circumstances though. Saw that. Like, no way. Like, Tim went on the... What day did he go? Because this was over a week ago now. I think... He go to the train station, didn't he? And take the train out. I can't even keep up with his journeys. I can't. It was the last one he took. Sure, yeah, definitely. Because he's been home since. 2 nights, I think. 2 nights. I'm sure it was. Tim, we're in the Maldives for 2 nights. Tim! Ask him. How many nights were you in the Maldives? Was it 2 nights? 3? Oh. Ow! Oh, just eat that. Bruise alert! Yeah, he was in the Maldives for 3 nights. So he got there late. So I remember at his time, he rang me and said, like, it's like 5 o'clock, something like that. And he was there for 3 nights. So yeah, that was just a flying visit for the Maldives. Oh, no. Would you guys do it for 3 nights? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. You know, I'm really loving home life at the moment. And my vlogs at the moment have been weekly vlogs or couple of day vlogs and stuff like that, because I've been having a lot of home life. August is always like really busy for gigs as well, so it's not ideal to go away, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice to be grounded, bond with the house, and I really have, like, I'm really loving my house at the moment. And yeah, like, I don't want to go away for 3 nights to the Maldives. That's just no, not long enough, Lisa says. Exactly, especially when it's not really sunny. Like it even rained. Tim's like, I've got to wait for this rain to clear so I can film. And I was like, oh, so what would I have done? It would have just been horrible. Marie says, that's like me, no coordination. Yeah, none. I've got none. Hazel says, oh, Alison, well done to your daughter. I hope she gets on well. Oh, what is it? What am I I'm missing on something in the chat, sorry. Amanda says, the Maldives was a lovely place, but too expensive for me. I need to win the lottery. Yeah, it's a real pricey one, that, isn't it? Cool, but I think I'd rather than go, I mean, it's so weird. I was speaking to some people at my gig the other night that watch both channels, actually. And we were saying about how Tim's channel is all sort of high-end hotels, and I'm more budget and saying how you can save money and things like that. I mean, I put the Cooper video up the other day to let you guys know a little hack, which was sponsored, by the way, but I only done the sponsor because I use it. So yeah, of course, why not? Why not share the love? So yeah, we were saying about how all my stuff's budget, and it's like we're chalk and cheese, and it's like, well, the thing is, right, we are both quite grounded people, believe it or not. Like, nothing's changed. Like, I still think that I still love a bargain. Like, I would, if I was a millionaire, like if I won the lottery and won millions and millions of pounds, I would still use my McDonald's app, and I'm not joking, and I would still use my Tesco Club card. Because why would you spend unnecessary money if you don't need to? Because even if you had all the money in the world, you could save there, and then what you've benefited from the saving, you could put it in a charity box and somebody else could benefit. So why would you not save where you can? It's just, I don't know, I've just probably been brought up to just do that sort of thing. So, yeah, anyway, totally going off the subject here. Things that make us happy. Nathan says, I remember you doing charity chat where everyone tells us what is your favourite charity. Was that last week or was that the week before? I can't remember. Dory C says, I'm watching whilst working. Oh, thank you, Dory. I hope it's a nice bit of company for you while you're working. Penny says, sunshine makes me happy and holidays. I must admit, when the sun is shining, doesn't it not like lift your spirits so much? I don't mean you want to be in a heat wave and be sweating and baking, but it's nice to just, I like spring weather. I like it when it's like the latter part of spring and it's not too hot, but it's sunny enough for you to walk around a theme park, not sweating, and it's just nice, you know, like the weather in the movies. When you sit back and you watch a film and you're like, oh, it is so nice. They look like they're walking around in casual clothes. Nobody's sweating, but they can wear chilled out clothes. You know, there's no wind blowing, there's no rain, and they're all going to this amazing high school and stuff like that. And they can all wear their own clothes, and it's colourful and it's bright. And obviously they're in LA or something like that. And you're like, why can't we just have that weather and stick to it? Like, why can't we have that? We don't have much of that. We're either sweating our asses off or freezing our tits off. Sorry, I swore twice then. Sorry, I let myself down. So, yeah, I just don't get it. Oh, Hazel, our son Paul passed his driving test last Wednesday. First time, yes. No, so very proud of him on their 20th wedding anniversary too. Well, so Paul's done his test later in life then. Wow, absolutely amazing. Congratulations to you, Paul. Freedom has started. But I feel really bad because I've been talking about car issues at the start of this coffee morning, so it probably wasn't the best thing you want to hear when you've just passed your driving test, Paul. But, you know, that is one of the downsides of passing your driving test. Your cars, they get issues. Even if you look after them, they get issues. Best thing to do in life is get to know yourself. In fact, marry a mechanic. If you marry a mechanic, you're saved. Or like get your dad to be a mechanic, get him to change careers and become a mechanic, or have a really nice brother who's a mechanic and you will just cruise through life. No word of a lie. You will not have to worry about a thing forever, you know. Great. Or if you win the lottery and then you could just go with any mechanic and you could probably just go into like a garage and you could turn around and say, I know you're fully booked, but if I give you £1 million, will you fix my car now? And they're probably likely to go, yeah, why not? So yeah, Gabby, my son passed his exams. I'm so proud. Oh, well done, Craig. That's absolutely amazing. Send him lots of love from me and tell him I said congratulations. Honestly, I'm thrilled for you. It's really nice to hear some good stuff, some like pick-me-up stories. Children passing their exams, people passing their driving tests. Come on, everyone. Bring it. Bring the good news. Travis says, tyre mechanics wreck your car. Get your brother to do wheel. Yeah. Get your brother to be a tyre mechanic. I think that's what you mean, Travis, right? What do you mean they wreck cars, though? Oh, it's to do with the alignments, is it? You must have had a bad mechanic there. I don't think they're supposed to wreck cars. I think they're meant to fix them. So you could complain. Like, I probably would. Like, if I felt like my car went right, I'd probably go back and say, what the actual? What have you done to my car, man? Did you and Tim pass your exams, Gabby? Now we're going a little bit deep, Craig. You know we didn't go to school. I went to school like 1 day a week. You know, of course I didn't pass my exams. Don't be daft. So I will fill you all in on my exam situation. So I was pretty good at school until I decided to stop going. I got a bit fed up with it. I hope there's no kids watching because it's not good advice. It's really bad advice. Go to school. Get yourself a good education. Yes, there are things about schools I don't agree with, but you've got to go and you should do it and just do your best because you've got no choice really. So you might as well just ride the wave. I was a very rebellious child, and if I didn't want to do anything, nothing was going to make me do it. And I didn't want to go to school. I didn't really like the kids there. Teachers were pretty nice. I can't really grumble about the teachers. Like, I can't sit there and go, my teachers were horrible, because they weren't. Teachers were all right. I went to school in Norwich, so the travelling was an inconvenience. Like, seriously, getting up early for school in the morning's an inconvenience anyway. Getting up extra early to go to Norwich every day for X amount of years is a serious inconvenience. But I'm a Catholic and I had to go to a Catholic school, so yeah. My mum had good intentions sending me out of school, to be fair, but I didn't want to play ball, and yeah, just didn't go. So anyway, I did do some exams, failed a lot of them, and some of them I didn't do. So the ones I did turn up for failed, which weren't many. And then the rest I didn't turn up for, and my mum got a hefty fine for me not turning up and doing my exams. And I did do my Spanish exam, half of it. I think I did I didn't do the writing part, but I did the practical part. So I got a D, which was really good considering I only did half the exam. So I was quite impressed with that. So I got a D in Spanish, and that was my high grade. I got a D in maths, which shocked me as well because I can't count for shit. I got a D in, what was the other one? Science, I think. I think it might have been science. Surprised I didn't burn my lab down, actually. And then, what else did I get a grade in? I don't even know what I got grades in. I do know a few things that really stand out to me though. My PE exam was half, did I get a D in PE? Did I get a U in PE? Can't remember. But that was split into two parts, and that was part theory and it was part practical. And the only reason I should never have done PE, that was a really bad move of mine, but I was the fastest runner in the year, so, and maybe that's where Casper gets it from. I can't run now. I can't. You saw me running by the Broads, not the Broads, the canals. Can't run now. Like, totally gave up on my running. But I used to be so fast. I used to run for Yarmouth. And so I was really, really fast. So I was like, I was so doing PE. And I should have done music, really, or drama, because that's really where I'm at in life. But I didn't. I did PE because I was so fast. I thought, I'm going to storm this. I'm just going to, the practical is going to be running 100 metres and I'm going to win and I'm just going to get an A. And that's what I was thinking in my mind because I was stupid. And yeah, and anyway, when I found out what my practical was, I could have just cried. Anyway, they went, your practical is table tennis. And I was like, no talent in that whatsoever. I thought it was going to be running. So I was like, great. So anyway, and this is the God's honest truth. And they thought that I was lying because I didn't turn up for all the rest of the exams. I had period pains. I was crippled, like no word of a lie. And I'm one of these people that suffer so bad with period pains to the point where I puke. Like, it is so bad. And I was crippled up and I was trying to get dressed and they were going, Gabby, you're up. And I was like, I can't do it because I can't actually stand up. And they were like, oh, she's pulling our legs again. Like the boy that cried wolf. They didn't believe me, but I was in absolute agony, so I couldn't do it. So I got a U. I'm sure I got a U in PE. I don't think I've even got any evidence. I might have to like go into my box that I've got with all my stuff in it and see if I can find what my grades were, but I got a U in that. But And also I remember, and I've told you guys the story before, but if you're new to the channel, you wouldn't know it. I was going for my RE exam and you have a little see-through bag, a little bit like this, right? That is got tokens in it. Please don't think that's for anything else. So, yeah, it was like see-through bag, and you put your pens and your pencils and your rulers in there and stuff. And I saw the board outside the RE exam, and this is when I didn't turn up for hardly any of my exams. And it said, I think it was like 3 hours or 2.5, I can't remember. And I was like, oh, shit. And I thought, no, I don't think I can sit there for that long. And I looked at the board, and there was a queue, we're all waiting to go in. And then I looked at the exit, and I was like, And then I looked at the board again, and I was like, 2.5 hours. I was like, Looked at the exit, looked at the board again, and thought, I really don't think I can sit there for 2.5 hours. So I went out the exit, and I was gone. And you couldn't see me for the dust on my shoes. I was like out of there, and it felt so good. I was like so glad I didn't sit that exam. And my mum was like, why didn't you sit the exam? And I was like, because I just didn't want to sit there for 2.5 hours. She's like, I've got paid £25 now because she didn't do it. Yeah, I was bad. I was really, really bad. But please do not follow in my footsteps. Holly didn't. Holly came out with top grades and she done absolutely amazing. So I can't believe she's my child, really. And she said, weird. I don't know where she got it from. Hated school, Penny says. Juniors used to run away. I think, Alison says, I think you are born with either an analytical or practical brain. School should determine which child is which and nurture that. I think you're right, Alison. I think that in this day and age, there is a little bit more awareness of that, isn't there? I think that people do. I think that they know that children, like, I don't have ADHD. I don't think I do. And if I do, I don't really care anyway. It is what it is. But I think there was not really much awareness when I was at school. I mean, we're going back a long time. I'm now 43. Like, we're talking when I was 16. Well, actually, we're talking when I was 14. It was 14 I stopped going to school. So it's a long time ago. I've changed a lot since then. But I couldn't absorb information. Like, I just couldn't. Like, I couldn't sit there. I was speaking to, I can't remember who it was the other day. I was speaking to someone else about this. I can't remember who I was speaking to, actually, but I couldn't absorb information. Like, I used to find, and it's the same with me now, I can't read a book. I cannot read a book. I can read. When I say I can't read a book, I can't absorb the information when I'm reading it. So I can sit there. The only book I ever read was my cousin's book, because I really wanted to give her my thoughts on it, and it's quite a funny book, so I managed to get through that. But any other book that I really tried to persevere with, I'll get halfway down the page and I'm starting to think about something else, and then the rest of the book, I've read it, or rest of the page I've read it, and I don't know what it was about because my mind was on something else, and I can read something thinking of something else, and I think that was just completely pointless. I just don't have the patience at all. Do you? Yeah. Do you think we're both a little bit like?
It's weird.
We've got ADHD.
Your mind wanders.
Yeah. I think it's because I've got more interesting things to do than read the book I'm reading, you know. But
I've never seen you read a book.
No, I don't want to read a book. That's why I read books with Casper, but that's all right because they're short and they've got pictures in them. So yeah, like I don't mind reading them ones. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Sorry, can we just? Hang on. I've just got to hide that twat in the chat. Like, yeah, he should have. I wish I'd have kept an eye on the chat because there was like some reject in the chat, so I had to just sort of like get off my channel. You're a skank. Go. So anyway, he's gone. So sorry about that, everyone. So yeah, going on a right tangent about. It's nearly 11:30. Like, I haven't even done Pet of the Week yet. I'm sorry, guys. But before I go on to pet of the week, I just want to. Actually, no, I'll do pet of the week now and come back to that. Right, let's do pet of the week and let's see who we've got. Because, you know, this is one of those things that makes us happy. And I can't believe I've just wasted half of coffee morning talking about my exams. Well done, Craig. You've done it again. You got me going on a great big story there. So 183 people watching this morning. So thank you so much for your support. All right, please hit the thumbs up. Let's do pet of the week. I've still got so many pets to get through. This could probably be a permanent thing because, oh no, go back. Don't want to be on that bit. Hang on. I've just got to switch over to my messages. I thought I'd got that lined up. Sorry. Why is there always like that? Like, obviously, you know, just got rid of that, like, reject who's like clearly obsessed with Tim because otherwise they wouldn't, you know, they'd get on with their lives. But why is there always someone that has to ruin a nice day? Why? Like, why? Like, go and check yourself into a mental hospital. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, let me find it. Sorry, that's my rant over there. Can't be asked to talk about them anymore. Boring me now. It's the same old shit every single time. I'll come on to your chat, Gabby. I'm completing an arsehole and I'm just going to say something really shitty about you to make you feel shit so I feel better about myself. But actually, I'm someone that's going nowhere and I just really need to say something crap because I'm an arsehole. Sorry, I've swore so much today. I'm probably going to lose so many subscribers because I've swore so much. I'm so sorry. And my mum is watching and my mum hates swearing. I'm so sorry. So sorry. They made me do it. Hang on. Hang on, where are we? Right, so this is where I'm starting. I've got it. Right. Get ready. Drum roll for pet of the week. I can't see any drum rolls in the chat. Drum rolls. Thanks, Dory. You want to come and do a drum roll? Yeah, come and do drum roll. Look, this is Casper's cut lip. Look, everyone, look. Show everyone your boo-boo. You got a boo-boo, haven't you?
Yeah. Coin.
Yeah, I'm going to show them in a minute. Coins. But, yeah, look, I know. That's heartbreaking, isn't it? Bless him. It's really swollen. His tooth. Because his tooth went through, well, it didn't go through, but it bit it. So it's really swollen. But it's, you can see it's healing. I know. Battle scars. So strong though, because he's fine. Like, you wouldn't even know, you know what I mean? He's slept fine. You know what I mean? It's almost like he doesn't know about it. It's really weird, isn't it? Kids are very resilient, aren't they? And yeah, I look at him and I'm like, oh, I want to cry every time I look at him, but he's fine. Yeah, that's it, Barry. It's not bothering him at all. He's happy. It did at the time, obviously, but he soon got over it. You know, kids are, you know, that's one of the beauties of the little kids. Anyway, right, first pet of the week. Here we go. Linda Ann has sent this in. Can I enter my giant, I don't even know if I'm going to say this right. Schnauzer? Have I said that right? Schnauzer? You know, I didn't go to school, right? I failed English. Oh, I got a D in English. Sorry. I got a D in English. No, I said I didn't know what the other D was for. Spanish, English, maths, and science. They were my Ds. So that was it. And I think I had like 3 English exams. So it just goes to show, I don't think it was the written one. Schnauzer. Have I said it right? Yes, you said it right, Beverly says. Thank you. So can I enter my giant Schnauzer? He's 14 weeks today, 28th, and only collected him 3 weeks ago. His name is Bob. I'm like, so ultra cute. Right, here's the picture. Hang on, she sent me a few pictures in, but I'm only going to show you the one because it's almost like it would be unfair on all the other animals. I've only got one picture. So I've got to pick one that's really cute. She sent me a few. But here is Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, what a cute name. How cute is that? Oh, thanks, Sexy Pants. I'm glad you like the necklace. I thought make an effort for coffee morning. Oh, how cute. Craig says, oh, Bob. Thanks, Boo and me. Beverly says, cute. Channel member for 32 months. Amazing, Tim. Amazing. Oh, Bob's well cute. That is such a cute name for a dog, isn't it? I've actually got a mate called Bob, and I'm not joking. Like, he's... I actually like get a collection of pictures with Bob now because he's at my gigs at Coast Bar and Restaurant when I go there, and he's become one of my buddies as Bob. So yeah, I've actually got a friend called Bob. Right, next one is a cat. Oh, thanks, Sexy Pants. Cheers to that. I want to heart it, but I've got to get back on the chat now. Hang on, let's start that. Thanks, Sexy. Right. Coffee morning's going to go over an hour. Sorry, guys. How many people have we got now? 188. Cool. Right. Laura Rhodes. Hi, Gabby. Love your coffee mornings. Sometimes have to watch them on catch up, but love them. This is my cat Tigger, asleep in his tunnel with his doggy Teddy. Right. So I'm just going to get you... Oh, I need to write them down. I'm not going to remember these names. Belvedere. Just remember the names for me. So we've got Bob and we've got Tigger. Right. See, I've only got two and I'm still like, how am I going to remember the names? I need to write them down. So here is Tigger. There's Tigger. You don't really see many ginger cats anymore. Like when I was younger, I used to see so many ginger cats. And now I hardly see any ginger cats. It's almost like they're a rare colour. David says, hello, Tigger. Oh, so cute. Penny says, so sweet. I love the way Tigger is got his teddy bear. Smidge has got a love monkey. Sounds really weird, right? That does sound really, really weird that he's got a love monkey. But no, it was a monkey that Tim bought me, like a little teddy bear monkey, when we first, well, it could have been when we first started dating. It obviously must have been when we first got Smidge. And it was for Valentine's, and the monkey had a little heart, and it said, I love you on it. And it got really long legs and really long arms, and you wrap it around something, and it's got these sticky, do you know the ones I mean? Like you wrap around something and then stick together the hands and the legs and that. And anyway, Smidge destroyed it. So Smidge pulled off, I think, both legs. Is the love monkey in there? Oh no, he's in there somewhere, right? Here he is. Here he is. I'm going to show you Mr. Love Monkey. Look, the legs are intact. It's the arms that have gone. The arms and the heart that it was holding in the middle has gone. Because Smidge will drag this absolutely anywhere. He's battered it. Absolutely battered it. So at least we've got our money's worth out of him. He's really old. And we found one of the arms down the back of the sofa when we cleared out the cottage. So we wondered where that arm went. And Smidge must have gone around the back of the sofa with it. So there we go. There's a love monkey. Just want to show you guys while we had the chance. Next one we've got. Hang on. Someone's happy. I can't flick through this one because I uploaded a massive files. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Where's the arrows to scroll? I want to scroll past it. Okay. Hi, Gabby. I'm new to your channel. Love listening to your coffee mornings and all your videos. I found out about you when I started watching Tim's channel several weeks ago. Still trying to catch up on some of the older videos on both channels. I wanted to share some photos of my sweet pup, Serafina. I'm never going to remember that name. I'm screwed. I'm just not going to remember it. Bob, Tigger, and Serafina. I'm not going to remember that. I'm not going to remember it. I couldn't decide which photo to send of the pet of the week, so I included 3 of my favourites. Serafina is a real diva and loves having her photo taken. You can choose one to show your audience to vote if you are still doing pet of the week. Have a fun summer with your beautiful family. Love from New England, USA, Marge. Okay, so Serafina. How am I going to remember Serafina? You know what I mean? Anyway, here we go. Serafina. Amanda, I do need a paper and pen. I don't want to just come away from you guys to go and get one again. That is a diva dog, isn't it? Like, what? That is so cute. Is that like a Cocker Spaniel? Jenny says, cute, love that name. Doesn't that name, like, totally suit this dog's character? Doesn't it? Like, that is a Serafina. That's almost like a queen's name, and that dog is a queen. You can see that, can't you? I bet that dog's so mollycoddled. I've just got this feeling in my bones. All right, okay. And the next one we've got, this is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Becky Whitehall has sent this in. Hi, Gabby. As promised, this is a picture of my garden hedgehog for next week's Pet of the Week. We've named it Sonic. I love that name. Like, that's the perfect name for a hedgehog. It's so good. Are you ready? I don't know what... Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay. For a minute there, I kind of thought that Sonic had got something going through its face, but then realised that's a rock behind it. There we go. Sonic. There's Sonic. So we have a hedgehog. Marie says, my late mum had 2. Brilliant. Penny says, love. I know, Spiky Sonic, we've never had a hedgehog before. So our first hedgehog. Thanks, Belvedere. I think I've got this. I think I've got it. I've got it. Right, brilliant. Okay. So, you guys are going to be voting for Pet of the Week. So I'm now putting the poll up right now as we speak. I'm calmly putting it up. Here we go. So we have got Bob. We've got Tigger. Was Tiger. Tigger, weren't it? We've got, I have short-term memory loss. Serafina. Oh, how did you spell that? I don't know if I spelled that right, but bear with me, guys. You kind of know who I'm talking about if you see it. I think I spelled it right, I don't know. And we've got Sonic. I know that one because I used to have a computer game, so I can do Sonic. Okay, the poll is now open for you guys to vote. It's in the chat. So if you're not in the chat and you are watching Coffee Morning, that's where the poll is taking place. You're more than welcome to vote. Everybody's vote counts. And don't worry anyway, guys, everybody's a winner anyway, really, in theory. But just place your votes anyway for your favourite animal. If you're watching on replay, obviously. I sound like I'm on Big Brother. If you're watching on replay, votes are closed. Voting's now closed. So anyway, just quickly, I just wanted to mention, actually, I told this business that I was going to give them a mention. So on... you'll see a little bit of this in my vlog, actually. I did feature it. So on, when was that day really hot? Tuesday. So on Tuesday, obviously I live on the East Coast in Norfolk, near Great Yarmouth. I went to a, not a theme park, I wouldn't call it theme park. It was like, how can I say? Well, it's not a theme park, it's not big enough to be a theme park, but it's called Pop's Meadow. And basically Pop's Meadow has got little things in there for small children. So it's got some lovely rides that are absolutely perfect for little toddlers, children probably up to the age of 12. Do you know what I mean? There's some lovely rides for all the children. They've got like trampolines as well. They have characters come down for the children as well, and they have them on a Wednesday while it's the summer holidays, and they have them at the weekend as well. So they've got all that going on. There's coffee shops there as well, so there's stuff for absolutely everyone. And obviously I've got some tokens left here, so we're going to be going back, because basically the price of these tokens at Pops Meadow, I bought 8 tokens for £20. Now in this day and age, that's a blooming good price, because it's 1 token for a ride, and that's quite good in the grand scheme of things compared to what you do pay for certain things. So we went there, and Casper was absolutely, he had an amazing time, and he was with his cousin Elliot, and Elliot had an amazing time. It was absolutely perfect for their ages. I think Elliot is like 8 going on 9. I feel really bad that I'm not sure if he's 8 or 9, because he's my nephew and I should know these things. But he had an amazing time too, and it was just absolutely perfect. So if you're looking for somewhere, if you're living in our area and you're looking for somewhere to take your toddlers or your small children, Pops Meadow is absolutely amazing, and it's really good value for money. So I don't know if Belvedere can do this quite fast or not, but they have got a link on Instagram, so I will put some pictures up and link them anyway, so you can sort of go over and have a little nosy at what they've got and what they do. But the thing is with Pops Meadow, you kind of miss it. It's in Galston. Don't know if you've heard of Galston, Great Yarmouth. As you go down Galston Seafront, it's set back a little bit on the right hand side before you approach it. And so many times I drove past it and thought, oh, it's just crazy golf, and I never really knew what it was. And then we parked right in front of it because we needed a parking space because it was really busy. And then we spotted it and we were like, oh, we should take Casper in there on the way back because we went to the beach. And he absolutely loved it, and I highly recommend it for anyone that's got small children that live in the area, because it's great for your children, and it's great for you because you can sit back, relax and have a coffee at the same time. And it's so clean. Like, that was one of the things it really had going for it. It was immaculate, and it's a family run business, and I think they really deserved. Thank you so much for that, Belvedere. Really appreciate it. I really think that they needed that plug, and I really think they could do with that support. So it's a winner all round to go and check out if you're looking for something to do. It's brilliant. Like, I've got some tokens. I'm going to be going back because I've got some left over, because it's really good. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that to you all. Belvedere has put the link. If anyone wants any more like info on it, then please feel free to message me, or I will put the link in the description of this video as well. So anyway, let's quickly do Pop's quote of the week, and then we'll announce who the winner is of Pet of the Week. So Hazel's voted. Boo says if there's a coffee, I'm in. Yeah, you can get coffee there. Like, I had a coffee. They've got like a little cafe. You can actually sit in the cafe. They've got seating outside as well, so it's a nice day to sit outside. Or you can just take away a coffee as well and just sort of walk around with it. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere that didn't have a coffee. You know me. And yeah, it's got great variety. Ice creams, it's got everything. It's a lovely little place, and oh, I just hope that they really succeed with their business, because if they succeed, that gives my son somewhere to go, that's for sure. So, where are we? Pop's quote of the week. Hang on, let me get out of that and go. Can you hear me over Casper? Casper's having a really good time. He's such a happy boy. Right, okay, here we go. Pop's quote of the week. It's not as deep as last week's, but here we go. Drums. We got drums. Thank you, Mr. Cyberheart. We have drums. Oh, hang on. That's last week's. Hang on. Where is it? Hang on. Here we go. By the time a man realises that his father was right, he has a son who thinks he's wrong. Can't bloody win, really, can you? So that is the quote of the week. By the time a man realises that his father was right, he has a son who thinks he's wrong. It's so true though, isn't it? You can't win. I know exactly how that feels from a woman's point of view. But oh, my mum, after all these years, was so right. Now my daughter thinks I'm wrong. You know? Amanda says very true. Don't worry if you couldn't find the drums. Don't worry. That's no problem. Right, before I announce pet of the week, though, as well, just quickly. Thank you all for sort of tuning in to my vlog the other night. Really, really do appreciate that. Actually, hang on, let me just see who we had comment on last week's coffee morning. I bet we've been live over an hour. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. Please don't be mad with me. I've been talking a lot today. And I was late. Hang on. Oh, Molly May's vlogs just come up. So I might watch that if I get a chance. Okay. Just quickly, let's just read a couple of comments from last week because I really do want to call out some of the comments that the people have not had a chance to watch. Victoria Scott says, well done to Mishka for last week winning a beautiful tribute to a lovely, beautiful dog, sending lots of love to Beverly. Oh, that's nice. Beverly got lots of love, didn't she? Debbie Hayton says, love to Tony. I've just caught up with Coffee Morning. I have tried the big arch from McDonald's. The sauce is too much and over the top, not good. Well done to Mishka for Pet of the Week. Are you and Tim doing a live stream from Great Yarmouth for the fireworks? Sorry, I've been doing a big deep clean at school for the last 4 weeks. Hope I can watch Coffee Morning next Monday. Miss Casper this week on Coffee Morning. Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. Tim did do a live in Southwold actually in the middle of the week, so I think that's still up if you want to watch it, but we didn't do the fireworks. But I did actually feature Hemsby fireworks in the vlog that you're going to see next week. So there will be some fireworks that you get to see on my channel. I'm sure I featured fireworks in my vlog that went up last week. I'm sure I did. Or like a little replay kind of thing. Helen Boswell says, sorry I missed your Coffee Morning. I catch up on catch up. Now, sorry to hear the sad news about Janet. Love and prayers to Tony. Lots of condolences coming in for Tony. It's so lovely. Great Coffee Morning. Have a good week. Take care. Catch up next week. Oh, thank you so much. Diane Price. Morning, Gabby. Just caught up on Coffee Morning. A bit late watching as I've been busy. It was my son Lewis's birthday. Was on Monday. It's his 30th. Oh my God, wow, happy birthday to him. Wow, amazing. Congratulations to Jacko and family on the birth of their grandchild. I remember Punch and Judy shows as a sweet old couple done a show in the summertime in our park when I was very little, and they gave us sweets. You were talking about McDonald's. We have a new Wendy's that's just opened up. Really good for food. I love Wendy's. That's an American chain, isn't it? Looking forward to seeing the nugget test. Have you tried buffalo sauce? I like to say, how very sorry to hear the loss of Janet. My thoughts are with you and your family, Tony. Very sad news. Oh, so many lovely condolences. I have tried the nuggets. I've tried the nuggets, but I'm not going to tell you my verdict on them until you watch, not tomorrow's vlog, but next week's vlog, because that's when you're going to see it. But I've tried the nuggets. I didn't like them. But I'm not going to tell you my deep review until you watch it. So it's just something to look forward to, guys. Ben McSparren says, Gabby, as always, an enjoyable coffee morning. I must say, I'm proud of you that you were basically on time this morning. I wasn't today, Ben. Regarding the frappe, I should have went for the regular size, but the price difference between regular and large was basically nothing. So I thought I might as well go for the large. Look where that got me, haha. I now know you now just to stick with the regular size, thanks to you, Gabby. I can always rely on you when it comes to anything McDonald's. Who would have thought a frappe would get so much attention, lol. As always, looking forward to watching the next vlog. Oh, love Ben, great comments. Linda says lots of love to Tony as well. And last one I'll do. Nadine says, well done for losing a bit of weight, Gabby. How's the exercise bike going? Pops is so right with his quote. Absolutely love it. Hopefully I'll make next week's Coffee Morning when it's live rather than catching up later. Are you here, Nadine? Did you make it? It is my wind down thing before bed though. Oh, well then, if you do watch on replay, under those circumstances, I'm going to let you off, Nadine. Okay, so let's do pet of the week. Right, are you ready? Give me a big drum roll. Drum roll. So, yeah, the nuggets. Oh my God. I can't wait for you guys to see me try them. In fact, I don't really like anybody watching me eat, but I'll let you guys watch me eat, which is practically a lot of people. So anyway, I've ended the poll. The results are in. Sounds like Eurovision Song Contest, doesn't it? Or X Factor. Drum roll, everyone. Drum roll. Drum roll. Lots of drum rolls. I can see the excitement and everybody's typing. Wow, that is so tight this week. I think this is the tightest it's ever been. It's really tight. Okay. We had 76 people vote. Although we do have 164 people watching, but we will let the rest of the people off because they could be watching on their TVs or they could be sneaky watching Coffee Morning when they're supposed to be at work. So we'll let them off. We'll let it slide. Okay, so the results are in. In fourth place with, this is how, I'm going to say the percentage because it's so tight. With 21%, we have got Bob, the puppy. So big round of applause for Bob. In fourth place, on 22%, so that's like 1 point difference, we have got Serafina, the little diva. So we've got Serafina in third place. In second place, on 23%, we have got Tigger. So it's so close, isn't it? So close, which means we have got our winner on 32%, which goes to Sonic the Hedgehog. Yay! Congratulations. Our first hedgehog that has been entered has one pet of the week, which means Sonic gets to take pride of place on my community tab for 1 whole week. Boom. What a prize. I know it's a bit of a crap prize, but I can't afford to treat everyone every week. I'm skint. No, I'm not really. But at the same time, you know, this is going to go on for eternity. You know what I mean? I would be skint if I treated everyone every week. So yeah, Sonic has won our pet of the week. So congratulations. If you want to enter your pet of the week and you haven't already done so, then please email me at gabbystarbuck@hotmail.com. Failing that, you can send your pictures in to me at Instagram. Please give me a follow on there as well, Gabby Starbuck Vocalist. You could send them on Facebook under Gabby Starbuck Vocalist Entertainer, but I usually get a lot of business messages through there, so sometimes it gets a bit filtered out and then Facebook put it in the junk file and then I never find it and then it's a bit of an issue, so try and avoid it. But if that's your only option, give it a go. So yeah, please do send them in, and then maybe one day it might finish pet of the week, but at the moment I don't think it's going to. So yeah, that's that. So here we go. So that is the end of your coffee morning this morning. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please give this live a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, let them know about coffee morning, spread the word, you know what I mean? Get people involved. The more people that are involved in our community, the better, because I think it's good to have good vibes, isn't it? Start the week. I think we need it. We all need a little bit of happiness in our lives. And I might not bring you guys happiness, but your chat might. So look on the bright side. So anyway, on that note, guys, have a great week. Please tune in tomorrow for the premiere. I'm going to premiere it at about 7 o'clock. So please tune in. And I will see you all on premiere tomorrow. If you tune in, if not, I'll see you next week for Coffee Morning. Take care, everyone. Lots of love. If you're going to do anything today, make sure that it's something positive. See you, everyone. Bye.